Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up button because that supports the channel and gets the information out there. I'm going to bring through a reading, guidance through spirit, and also for the next 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks that I am getting told. Now this information is coming through because the energies at the moment are very people are transcending, they're moving through energies, and we're jumping through timelines quite quickly. So things are speeding up energetically, and that's coming from the spirit world, that message. So when we're in that, we can go through energetic turmoil and a rush of healing or a rush of closing out cycles. So let's get into that before I channel too much information for you. And take what resonates, what doesn't is not for you. Roles are reversed, genders can be, we've all got masculine and feminine in us. Do not make a reading fit, but I have had a few messages already this morning about people's emotional state of being. And interestingly enough, let's just get some energies out here on the table. Yeah, wow, okay. So we have the Eight of Swords, we have the we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Five of Cups, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Devil in reverse. So what is happening here is this. There seems to be a lot of people going through it right now. This is a very heavy energy. This is definitely closing out cycles, lessons, karmic cycles, big lessons. Now, when we close out cycles, this is not easy. This is going through everything you needed to go through to upgrade you, transcend you, transform you. And it's bringing up a lot of very heavy, negative, old energy. We call this an ego death, okay? So a lot of us will be struggling with our ego at the moment, and also the dark night of the soul. So the dark night of the soul will bring up all of your old emotions, okay? Because they're clearing out this devil, this toxic, as we go. And that's going to be happening for you guys over the next 2 to 3 weeks, okay? So whatever needs to come up, whatever old patterns come up, whatever old behaviors come up, they're possibly going to come up if they haven't already surfaced, trying to pull you back in to, look, we have the Three of Swords and we have the Five of Cups. Okay, so you're definitely going to be, this is the past, old hurts, old wounds, old issues, memories. It could be, when things are closing out, we could be losing people, places, situations. This person's in the Ten of Swords, they're losing sleep over this. They cannot even rest, they cannot sleep. This is very high stress for someone. Now, please place this, whether this is a relationship you're in, a job, a career, it can be all of it. It can be actually just personal and internal for you. This is someone going through something very extremely, I'm going to use the word extremely. The Eight of Swords, that could be people coming at them, that can be backstabbing, that can be the past creeping back in for you. It can be quite detrimental to your soul or your soul's journey, and this is why you're being stirred up, because as we raise, we get attacked. Now, attacked can be people, places, situations, it can be energies, it can be your spirit, it can be spirit attachments. I can go into a lot of different dimensions here for a lot of different levels of people. If you don't believe in spiritual attack, then it's not that. But as your frequency moves, we do come under attack, energetic attack from spirit, from who do not want you to raise that vibration, from people, places, and situations. So just be aware of that. The Devil card in reverse means you are ready to defeat the devil, your toxic, your shadow. Now that can be a soul contract for you to evolve, and you have to go through this heavy energy because it's when your soul contract has to evolve, you're forced. So you're forced into all of your toxic stuff, all your addictions, toxicity, materialism, ego deaths. And what do we have on the Devil card here? The World card, a reset cycle. So whatever is going on over the next 2 to 3 weeks, this is heavy. This is not good. I have every card out on this table that is Lots of swords, so we've got lots of mental energy here. This is a lot of subconscious energy. This is a lot of mental energy. This is a lot of communication, so we could be having a lot of verbal attacks. We could have stuff come up or come at us to try and keep us in the lower vibration and keep you where you're at. So that shows me something big is about to happen. If you are sick, if someone is sick, there's a lot of sicknesses, there's a lot of illnesses. Why? We have to raise the vibration above the sickness or illness. Go into a meditation. Ask to raise your vibration above the frequency and clear out the old, lower vibrational emotions. When we do get sick, emotions come up, okay? Cough. And see, throat chakra, expression, emotions come up, and they sit in places like the lung and chest area, and that is old grief, old sadness, old hurt. And you know, I could go deeper here into sort of spiritual attacks against people's ascension process in that. So just keep all of that in mind. But I love this defeating the devil, but that comes with a fight, that comes with a battle, that comes with facing every 10 of swords, that comes with sleepless nights, that comes with battles and hurts, and absolute not even disappointment. This person is nearly broken. Like they're just going through every single old hurt, old pain, old wound, trying to close out this cycle. And someone here's very triggered. You know, here's a few messages. Someone may have met someone that has completely triggered them. Someone could have an old friend returning that has really triggered them. It's around a belief system. And someone else here, these are groups, someone else here is really fighting with a dark night of the soul, with a transcendence of themselves. Yep, and that Eight of Swords is about, you see, we've got the coins here. Four of Coins, you know, stability, security, money, foundation here. So also about their purpose. There's a purpose here. Okay, let's get some more cards out. I want Spirit to confirm what this Five of Cups is. Having faith. You must have faith. So where you are aligning to now. Okay, Spirit said stop. Okay, I forgot to talk about the ascension process and the speed up and why we're going through this reset world card with the devil, defeating the toxicity. So it's like me throwing you into, or the spirit world, or your soul contract throwing you into everything dark and deep about you, because we're timeline jumping. There's massive timeline jumps here, and when we do that, we have very distorted energy, okay? We have very the frequencies are all over, a lot of confusion, a lot of mental confusion, a lot of running, a lot of sabotaging, a lot of going back. But know this, Spirit said, we want you to know we are timeline jumping you. And things are speeding up. You can see that in the frequencies with the Shaman resonance, with other things they measure with earth, frequencies, light, photon belt, all of that. So have faith. You have to have faith. This is going to be whatever this past issue is that comes up, and this, you're absolutely devastated. This is absolute devastation. This is absolute something that someone cannot face. They do not want to face. It could be something you need to tell someone, reveal someone. It could be a deep, dark secret. Oh my God. Oh, my throat just closed over. Okay, there could even be for one group, some people, a deep, dark secret. Oh, head spin. Have faith. You must have faith. You know, Spirit is about to align you to people, places, situations where you can have faith. And that's what defeating the devil is about, faith. If there is something you need to reveal about the past to someone, oh, it's so funny. All I'm noticing is that necklace on her throat chakra here. I didn't even see that before. Yes, someone needs to speak up. Someone needs to speak out their truth, a truth, to themselves, to themselves. We're timeline jumping here. We can spend our whole life avoiding who we truly are. We can spend our whole life avoiding our purpose. We can spend our whole life choosing the wrong people, places, and situations because we have a secret. Whatever that secret is, internally, externally, it doesn't matter. Have faith. Yeah, Page of Swords, you need to communicate. This person, it's definitely about communication. That has just absolutely confirmed with the blue, and look at the blue near the throat chakra. Absolute communication, Two of Swords. The Chariot, yes, move forward. Yes, this will take action. You are in charge, you make the decision, you move forward. A lot of blue here, guys, a lot of blue, a lot of throat, a lot of speaking. You could be in a lot of confusion here, a lot of opportunities, a lot of ideas. So tell me about the Four of Coins and the Eight of Swords. What we've got here is the Tree of Life. That is a universal grid system. That is beyond you. That is beyond me. This is if the universe is speeding something up, or the spirit world, or the higher, or we're timeline jumping, or whatever at the moment, you are to be placed in this grid system. You are a part of a matrix. Okay? It's what timelines are. Something's coming. Yeah, knew what that would come out. Page of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands takes action, gives it a go, is confident. Yes, spontaneous. Speaks up, speaks out. In reverse, that is someone who has lost their confidence, not speaking up, not speaking out, not moving on, not moving forward. Followed by this very heavy Three of Swords, Five of Cups energy, this very deep, hard, this person's in deep mental anguish, and it is something they need to express and say yes and move toward in and have faith, but they're choosing not to, or they're not ready, okay? And as we said, that can be, that this feels like a real dark night of the soul, a real ego death here. Yeah, and they're closing out a cycle, Ten of Swords, and that they have to close things, people, place, situations, close things out within themselves. That's creating a lot of stress for them, a lot of restless nights. They have to now be discerning where they give their time, their energy, and who to, because they do have a lot. They have a lot of gifts, they have a lot of talents, they have a lot to give now, and they know it, and they've reached a point or a pinnacle in their life where they need to move forward. Okay, this is about taking the next step, the next level. We're defeating the devil, and we have the world card. Tell me more. Yeah, King of Swords. This King of Swords has to stand in his truth. King, Queen, vice versa. King of Swords is about communication, direct, blunt truth, getting out of the emotion. They're absolutely in emotion here, and the King of Swords is very good at discerning his emotion, cutting it, putting it aside, making practical, logical steps, and communicating absolute truth. You will get direct truth and truth from spirit when the King of Swords comes out. So that's why they're asking for you for now to have faith. Now, the other thing I'm getting there is this. This King of Swords might have to speak a lot of truth that could not hurt a lot of people, no. This truth that will be spoken it's sort of like an epiphany, it's a realization, it's a paradigm, it's a world energy, or an energy that this person needs to go into with their soul. That's the dark night of the soul, with their soul, with their journey, with their purpose, with their path. But, you know, even speaking that truth, or seeing that truth, or processing that truth to ourselves can be very, very hard. We go through very conflicting emotions, mental confusion, very fast, and the body's trying to process all of this and doesn't know where to put it or what to do with it. And they may have to speak a lot of truth to a lot of people, and they are really struggling with that. Yeah, okay. I was about to say why are they really struggling with that, but we have Emperor energy. It's time for this Emperor, Empress, vice versa, to make a final decision. The Emperor makes the final decision. He has to step in, she has to step into a serious role, a role of a leader, and step in and rise above and be very independent, not so codependent, but independent within themselves. This is the highest evolution, stepping into the highest evolution of yourself, into Emperor status, okay? King of Wands, taking action. Look at this. It is King of Coin. So we have the King of Abundance and the King of Fire, the King of taking action, the King of, the I am. We've got the foundation, the money, the security, the gate, entering the gate here. And this Emperor has to step forward now. He has to rule. He has to lead. He has to lead a kingdom. He cannot please everybody. He cannot be in his shadow. He cannot be distorted by emotion. Yes, he has emotion, but he has to go very inward. This is an emperor or someone who is entering emperor status. Feminines can do that, masculines can do that, and this is time for deep, deep inner soul reflection. We have the Hermit card here, and this is sitting right under this king, taking action. This king, this emperor, see, 10 of Wands, Palace of Cups, King of Cups, 10 of Cups. Yep, he knows and has to leave some people, places and situations out in the cold, or maybe dealing with a lot of abandonment, rejection issues within themselves. They may be fearful of rejection. They may be fearful of what the world, the community, what people, places, situations will say and do. You don't ever lose yourself. You just evolve. That's what people need to understand. And as you step into this leadership within yourself, you actually raise the vibration. You actually raise and empower the community. All these connections can rise with you. These connections do not have to leave your vibration. You have to lead. Okay, this is about someone knowing they have to lead. They have to lead these people out of lower vibrational frequencies. It could be their lower vibrational frequencies. They may have to be prepared to leave people, places and situations behind that is worrying them. But we do have the Tower here, and they're going through, they need the strength to change their perspective at the moment, because they're getting a lot of Six of Swords energy. So they know this is happening and they are trying to embrace it, but there's also a fighting of this. But I do see them overcoming it. What we have here is the 10 of Wands. So this is going into hermit mode. And then all of a sudden there's very fast action. This person will connect with people, places and situations like-minded. It's also about emotions, having emotional connection, the Palace of Cups, because we have the King of Cups and we have the 10 of Cups. So this person here, whatever they're about to move into or shift into, they seem to be going through, it's interesting. I can see what's going on here. You know, all the past is coming up, all the shadow, all the toxic, all the toxicity. Every hurt, every pain has just come tenfold because of the timeline jump, okay? So it's part of a grid system that they cannot do, but they're not ready, they're holding back. It is a foundation that they know, and they have gifts and talents and more higher potential within themselves. They have to move forward, but it brings up all this hurt, all this anguish, all these sleepless nights, closing out the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is like going through with the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. It's like going through every pain, every hurt, every lower vibrational frequency you can possibly go through, possibly very fast, jumping through several timelines, 2 to 3 timelines they said, possibly 4 for some. This is an accumulation. And what in that, a lot of truth is going to come out to themselves, to others. They're going to start to discern who to give their energy to. because they have these gifts and they know it. They have something to give or whatever. And when they defeat the devil within themselves or around them, in them, within them, around them, we have the World card. This is stepping into Emperor energy, leadership. King of Pentacles is stable, secure, long-term, hard-working. This is a secure, it brings abundance to people, leading that, taking that forward, going very deep into themselves, soul. And sometimes when we step into these leadership roles, you know, we do have to live a more hermit existence, or you know, discern energies and boundaries and in placing where we give our time and energy. Otherwise it can be too scattered, because he has to run an empire. Let's put it like this. She has to run an empire. He has to lead, has to consider a lot of people. So the circle gets smaller so that they can do more for the community. Does that make sense? And Ten of Wands, all of a sudden, quickly, this King of Swords, or who has to get in that truth and that harsh, not harsh, but clear, direct with themselves and others, then jumps into this emotional energy. And they get their Ten of Cups, their happiness, their contentment. The King of Cups is spiritual, loving, caring, helps everybody. It's romance, it's connected spiritually. In the Ten of Cups, in relationships. They got the Palace of Cups. There's a lot of cups here. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of spirituality here, and very fast. But the King of Cups can also, he helps groups, the communities, because he keeps his own balance. So this is a person that needed to go through all this to learn to keep their own emotional balance, their own emotional boundaries, their own emotional group boundaries on people, places, and situations, so they can discern, keep their balance, and give to those. And he will speak the truth. The King of Cups won't tell you what, he's just not loving and caring and nurturing. He will tell you what you need to hear. He won't give you his truth. He'll give you the truth you need to hear. He can discern. And that's why he's a good with groups and people, okay? People will come to him for advice because he'll give the right advice. Not his advice, the right advice. And that's when you're stepping into Emperor or Empress energy. Yeah. This person, whoever this is, or when you are going through this, they're really asking you to be, what have we got? Six of Wands and Seven of Swords. There's a lot of deceit, deception, trickery, sabotage going on here. Now, that could be you doing it to you as you go through this, because that does happen. Or it could be people, places, and situations around you. There is something this person, individual who's going through this, because there'll be many individuals going through this, they didn't see something and now they're seeing it. There's cups down here, or maybe they're being too focused on it, and the Spirit's saying, look up here. Look at this cup, and he actually is starting to notice this cup up here. Yeah, Ten of Wands. Wow. This person, and fighting that off. There's a lot of tens here, guys. There's a lot of deceit, doubt, deception, trickery within yourself, sabotage. This is definitely really big, dark night of the soul. What else do they call that? Big life crisis energy, transcendence energy shift, spiritual shift, soul contract shift. There's a Queen of Wands here. And the Ace of Cups. There is a new beginning. So the Queen of Wands, male or female, represents moving forward, knowing your worth, moving forward regardless. The Queen of Wands in high vibration moves forward regardless. She says you can come, but you come on my level, okay? You come, you step up. Don't bring your drama, don't bring your stuff. I'm not lowering my vibration. You can come on the journey, but this is, and cups are a new beginning. It can be a love offer as well. For some of you, really stepping into a new level or dimension of relationship, whether that's love, groups, people, places, situations. But he says, you can come with me. We had the King of Wands out there and the Queen of Wands. And they're like, I'm moving, I know my worth and I'm moving forward. And you're quite welcome to come, but you'll be coming on my level. So step up or step off. And that is moving into leadership role. And they're not doing that. This is loving, caring, nurture. This is people here, masculine or feminine, that can help you, but they're not going to sit with you. They're going to show you, lead you through it, and pull you along. They're not going to sit there and come down into these lower vibrational frequencies. Yeah, we're doing it different. Ace of Swords. Yep, that's when I get the Ace of Swords with the Ace of Cups. That's truth. Ace of Swords is truth from spirit. Absolutely 100%. Ace of Cups is more love, connection, relationships. You have Queen of Cups. Wow. Okay, for some of you, if this was a relationship, you need to have faith. There are timeline jumps here, massive, massive breakdowns and breakthroughs for people. We have a new beginning. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups. That's love. We have the Queen of Cups. That's spiritual love. That's unconditional love. High vibrational love. 10 of Wands. Very fast. Palace of Cups. King of Cups and 10 of Cups. Across the board, this is a very spiritual relationship. It is sort of the 10 of Cups, happiness, contentment. But it is quite high vibrational. We have a King and Queen of Wands here. And we have the Empress status. So feels like someone's stepping up to a new level. Knight of Wands. That's about taking action, but not quite ready to fully commit into it. I'm just asking Spirit, is there any more I need to say about this? And they said no. Yeah. The last card. So the Eight of Cups, if you can see the Eight of Cups, he's walking up these stairs. Excuse me. He's walking up these stairs. This is an evolution. This is a calling. This is a knowing. This is a spiritual evolution. There's a cup missing. He's got everything. She's got everything. All these cups are there, standing full. We've got all of them here, but there's one cup missing. Something's missing, a piece of the puzzle, a piece of the pie, a piece of whatever. And that person, we've got the moon here, they have to walk up these spiritual steps now, okay? So that's the over, and that's, they said put that on the have faith. So someone here is really, really, we've got celebration there, or third parties, new beginnings, and again, 10 of Swords. I just picked up another deck because we've got 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. We had the 9 of Wands. We've got 10s, world card, reset cycle. Wow, this is incredible. This is an incredible, yeah, death. What did I say? Death, an ego death or a death. Spiritual death, spiritual healing, romance, or moving into something where all your cups are full and you can give more to people because you have stepped into a more nurturing, something that is love, like when you grow love or you're connected or you're nurture. All those cups were full of flowers. So when your life's like this, then you can give more to others, which is what an emperor does. That's why they have to defend off people. See, King of Cups, emotional balance. See, stability, security, building a foundation, a kingdom, a stable foundation, wanting to give an offer, but still manifesting that 10 of Cups. So their happiness and their contentment. So still working it out. They do want to come forward, but they don't want to offer too much, okay? Or step in it too quickly. And we have the High Priestess here. So again, High Priestess can be about secrets that need to be, oh, sorry, where'd she go? Oh, did I just put that back in? Oh my God. Had the High Priestess there. I don't know what happened there. And we got 2 of Cups here on the bottom. So that can be speaking a truth, committing, equal, you know, balancing up your energies. But with that High Priestess popping out, and it's funny, I was about to talk about secrets and hidden stuff, and I've lost her. Oh my God. Oh, there she is. So that is about secrets coming up, and that can be deep secrets within yourself, dark secrets within yourself, but it can be a time to reveal things, you know, in divine timing, because she doesn't reveal things until she needs to, he, she. High Priestess is also the divine stepping in. They work for the divine. Very tapped in, very spiritual. What else can we say here? But it must be done all under, you know, intuition. A lot of healing happens with the High Priestess. It is very hermit energy. This person's not forthcoming. They tend to be quieter, keep their circles quieter. They are given the signs she is given the signs by the universe when to move forward. She holds higher information that must only be revealed at certain times. But I'm feeling in this situation, the High Priestess is about secrets that need to come out, the hidden. Let's just answer that, because whether it's actual conversation, it's something you've got to tell about your past, something you're just facing internally within your soul, something you have to speak to others, I don't know. It'll be different for everyone, but I'm feeling this is something someone's really struggling with, coming out with. Yeah, have faith. The Queen of Cups. So whoever or whatever you have to tell will be met with unconditional love, acceptance, and a spiritual understanding. And we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. This is the most understanding of higher understanding of things, and the most accepting and the most loving and the most caring and the most nurturing. So if you had to reveal something, it will be met with love, with understanding. It's done in an unconditional. And it's about, look at this, I can't make this up. It's about, yeah, there's a fear. There's an absolute fear here. It could be a community fear, you know, a group consciousness fear, groups, people, places. This person has to walk away. They have no choice but to walk away. And these people are not moving, not shifting, not negotiating. They're turned their backs. They are staying as is. So this person has no choice but to move on to calmer, better waters. So this could be about leaving some people behind. It's very emotional. Same cards are coming out, guys. But whatever you have to do. So it's a spiritual yearning, spiritual calling, an unconditional love, or within yourself, for self, or others. For others of you, if you had to reveal something, yeah. If you had to tell something and reveal something, or apologize, but I'm not getting that. Be clear, be direct. You're dealing with an Empress. This finalizes it for me, and it is about the bigger picture and the future. And you'll be met with patience, with temperance, with understanding, with higher understanding. Okay. Now the other thing here is this: we've got the Queen of Cups. Whatever you have to tell, have faith that is just such a deep, dark secret. Be clear, be direct. Empress with Queen of Cups. That person will be loving, caring, nurturing, understanding, healing, maybe able to help you heal. If there was one, whoever you've got in mind, if there was one person you could say something to, this is probably the person. This Empress can turn nothing into something for you, as in rebirth you, regrow it, help you through it, help you heal it, okay? Meaning a very understanding person. For some of you, you might be going through some self-forgiveness. Some self-forgiveness might be here, which is part of this dark night of the soul. Because this is such a deep read, we've got this card. Okay. I'm going to keep going while I've got the time on the clock, because this is I think a lot of people are about to go through something massive. We have the Tower card here with this Five of Swords. The Tower is the universe stepping in. This change, these foundational changes have to happen. The universe has stepped in. That's why this person's struggling so much moving forward. They keep looking back. They keep going back. To people, places, situations, their backs are turned. Now that's just symbolic. They don't resonate. Some may not resonate, may not agree. This is something you have to leave behind, that you may not have a choice in, which is why we have such a dark night of the soul, ego, death. You will have the idea, but you are stuck. You will get success. We've got that Emperor out again, and the Emperor, this is something the Emperor has not wanted to face. This is something the Emperor has self-imposed negative thinking and restriction. This is believing I can't, they won't, I can't see, I don't want to see, I don't want to face it, so sabotage. Then very swiftly, out of nowhere, something is activated and they move forward. And they move forward to this new path by the hand of the divine. See, the Tower, the hand of the divine says, go this way. This is the way you need to go. Stop fighting this. Just go through it. Just do it, say it, heal it, and move forward. Release the burdens, move forward, make the decision. The Lover's card, see the Eight of Cups. That concludes it for me, because the last card in the other deck was the Eight of Cups. Spiritually evolving, have faith. What is this? Eight of Cups. Same card, cup missing. The Lovers is about choosing a direction. It's about choosing the higher and lower self, and it is about soulmates, connect, relationships. Let's just say relationships in general. And that can be relationships with yourself, with others, like-minded. And if you see that Lover's card, what is above that Lover's card? The divine. Orchestrating this. That's why there's a calling and a knowing. That's what that card's about. See, collaboration. This person's got mental stress, emotional mental stress or breakdown, or about to go through a nine's completion, a complete dark night of the soul. But they are going to get happiness, security, stability, home, foundation, love. There's someone or something that they can build with when they get over this past hurt and close out this cycle. It's come up again. So I'm going to wrap it up there. All right. And they, as I said, they do move forward to this Queen of Pentacles, more loving, caring, nurturing, stable, hardworking, whatever. It is the new beginning here, the Ace, and this is the slowest moving knight of the deck. They're getting the courage to move forward. They're manifesting, they're struggling, and they do give to a lot of people, places, situations, or they need to maybe start giving within themselves and pleasing themselves, which feels like a little struggle for them. Bittersweet, letting some things go, but not seeing what's around the corner. So anyway, there it is, guys. Hopefully that just validates or helps to clarify some very heavy energy that we're about to go through for some reason. But remember, dark night of the soul, timeline shifting, that is an accumulation of a lot of emotional processing that needs to happen very fast for some reason, and then we know the reason. The matrix grid, and that can be forced, and when anyone's forced to go through an accelerated upgrade, then yeah, a lot goes on, and it's very intense. And remember, sickness can come up, sabotage can come up, and definitely trying to be pulled into the lower vibrational toxicity within ourselves, our shadow self. But the World card's there, and the Empress and the King, he turns into the King of Coins and Wands and Cups, and seems to get their emotional balance back, or their happiness, or their contentment, or their peace, or their knowing. So there it is, guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to wrap it up for now. Bye.